Chapter 2 dropped and it's
Good.
That's right, after a short 3 years. We finally get the continuation of our semi-mute protagonist, our classic tsundere companion, and best girl. Are we sure this isn't an anime? Deltarune Chapter 2 expands on the foundation set by the first game while slightly nudging the overall plot forward. Hey, it's a video game. The story can only move so fast. Chapter 1 sets the precedence that you're just a shy little baby, just trying to figure out life. Only life involves getting bullied into friendship, falling into a world that forgot to pay the electricity bill, and battling checker pieces with thick-ass thighs. Honestly, I tried to reflect on why it took me so long to give Deltarune a chance, but I'm glad I finally did. There's a lot of potential in the first 2 chapters, and I'm honestly starting to believe that Deltarune is going to surpass Undertale. Deltarune is charming. Charming in a similar way that Undertale was. And to extend that even further, charming in the same way games like Portal and Borderlands can be. I'm a sucker for a game where the antagonist harasses me like that one guy from high school who got off to hearing himself speak. Anyways, let's peek under the hood of Deltarune and see what this bad boy is packing. After you strip away all the details like story, art, music, whatever the hell else you could include, you get to that center where it's just another RPG. But for anyone who's played Deltarune and or Undertale, we know it's more than just a game. It's a goddamn cult. While Deltarune is an RPG, it's these details we removed earlier, this flavor, that makes Deltarune stand out. It's the same reason My Hero Academia has done so well as an anime, even if it follows most of the shonen plotlines and tropes. It's why Spec Ops: The Line is so memorable, even if it's another game of you in a desert shooting terrorists. Deltarune utilizes these details in a way that makes it stand out from those other girls. Now, while a morality, decision-driven RPG isn't inherently unique in concept,
Oh my god! What did you do?
the way Deltarune pulls it off is nothing short of amazing. Execution is incredibly important to the success of a game, more so than deciding whether you smack the enemies in real time or turn-based combat. To that point, Deltarune is a great testament on how you can properly execute a game itself. I fucking love Mario Party minigames, and Toby Fox loves making combat a sequence of Mario Party minigames. Seriously, these minigames are genius in an RPG battle, and let me just talk about why. In a more traditional RPG, let's say Pokemon, you have all your general options for items, switching out your Pokemon. What are you, a bitch? And attack. You attack the Pokemon. Maybe it hits, maybe it misses, maybe it crits. God, I'm hitting the snooze button already. It's so boring. Everything is determined by numbers. You need Pokemon with good numbers so that those numbers are better than your opponent's numbers. Once you're in a battle, you just gotta smack the appropriate attack button until the enemy Pokemon gets... Unless you're using Tail Whip on an NPC Pokemon, at which point I don't think there's any helping you, you dumbass. However, in Deltarune, you take those numbers and chuck them out a window. You don't need those numbers to beat the game. You're independent. You're gonna compliment whatever that thing is. I mean, unless you're going in wanting blood, in which case...
Stop it. Get some help.
It's a humongous mega big brain move to let you be in control of whether you evade an attack or not. Trying to serve me, will you? That way you feel like it was your ability, or lack of, that caused the battle to play out the way that it did. We can even apply this to your own attacks where you control whether the attack is a critical or not based on a timing minigame. But this unique take on combat is universal to Deltarune and Undertale as a series, so why don't we talk about Deltarune, or more specifically Chapter 2, since it just released. I freaking love where they're taking the story right now. I wasn't expecting us to hop from world to world like Sora and his gummy ship. Why did they name it that? I left Chapter 1 expecting that we would go right back to that closet and there would be another problem to solve, expanding upon the world that exists within that specific closet. Maybe it wasn't obvious or I'm just dumb. Probably a mixture of both. I'm pretty happy with the decision to world hop, and I'm excited to see all the worlds we'll get to see in the future. I don't know if it's safe to say that there will be 7 worlds total. Maybe the last chapter or 2 are about shit hitting the fan. You can also really tell that the production value has gone up in Chapter 2. Cyberworld is freaking beautiful. The visuals and music are amazing, which, let's be honest, the shit always slaps. It feels like there was a lot more time and consideration put into crafting this world. There's some more interesting puzzles, because we all know this universe runs on them, and cool little mini games to get from point A to point B. Navigating through Cyber City, seeing the sights, getting haggled by ads, and meeting all the fun and unique characters that reside there is a whole experience. And if that's not enough, we got a love triangle. Oh, who is it gonna be? I myself am Team Berdly. Where my Berdlys at? I want to start a petition to get Berdly nipples as he so desperately deserves. Give Berdly nips. Give Berdly nips. Okay, I'm done. Queen is also a fantastic antagonist. Unlike the king, Queen is a lot more present through your journey. She runs around teasing and mocking you at every corner in a similar way GLaDOS and Handsome Jack do in their respective games. Also, did anyone else really enjoy her portraits laughing with the music? Oh yeah, do it again. That's the stuff. And without spoiling too much, the ending of Chapter 2 sheds a lot of light on the ending of Chapter 1. It's this huge moment where a burning question is answered, but we're still left with this big, oh fuck, well, what does that mean? The plot of Deltarune is, like my body during the holidays, thickening. There's a deeper mystery that exists about the Deltarune universe and about the character we play, Kris. I'm curious to see how the future chapters elaborate on this. I also have this gut feeling that Deltarune is something special, and its story is going to leave an everlasting impact on the gaming community as a whole. Just look at the years of degeneracy Undertale created. It's clear Toby Fox has big ideas for Deltarune, and with how engaging and creative the story's been so far, as well as the success of Undertale itself, I can only imagine where this story will lead us. But don't you worry, whatever we get, be sure that the internet is going to ruin it. But all that said, we know Chapter 3 is going to be spicy. Chapter 2 left us with a dirty cliffhanger, and now we all gotta sit here twiddling our thumbs dealing with our blue balls. I tell you, if Chapter 3 keeps delivering the same quality Toby Fox is known for, there's gonna be something juicy for all of us in 3 years!